Well, this is a bizarre story. History has been dumped in an abandoned lot.
Tonight, News Channel 15's Alyssa Ivinson digs into how confidential medical records showed up for all to see.
That's right. To say the woman who found them was shocked is an understatement. The files may be decades old, but they're still full of private medical information.
Jessica Iacovacci decided to take a Sunday stroll.
I thought it would be interesting to walk around the building.
She wondered what might be behind the empty Value City department store on Coliseum.
Raccoons or stray cats is what I was thinking.
But what she found,
it made me really angry when I found it.
she never expected.
When we come up this way here, I seen all them paper. I'm like, oh my God, what is all that?
Piles of medical records.
I can't believe somebody out of all places to dump something would dump it right here in the open where anybody could see it.
They date back to the late 70s and early 80s and are packed with patient names, dates of births, even condition details.
Prescriptions, I think, that are in there too, and also somebody's surgery. That should be very private information.
All these papers do have one thing in common, the name James C. Graham, MD. So who is he? We traced the address that was on all of those files to this building, 1834 Lafayette Street. As you can see, now it's empty and abandoned.
More digging found an article in the Daily Journal of the U.S. government. Dr. Graham practiced in Fort Wayne from 1958 to 83. That's when he was convicted on felony charges for illegally writing prescriptions. His license was reinstated a few years later, and he retired in the mid-90s after his DEA application was denied. Graham passed away in 1998 at the age of 74. Now, HIPAA requires medical facilities to shred anything with patient information on it. Even though the rules weren't that strict 30 years ago, doctors were still supposed to keep records confidential. But how these records showed up again years later and got dumped is still a mystery.
I hope whoever did this gets in trouble somehow. That's just disrespectful.
We did tell police about these files today. They said at the very least this is a case of illegal dumping. They couldn't say if the confidential nature would change any of those charges. We were also first to tell the property owner about all of this, but we haven't heard back yet on when this will be cleaned up or how they'll be destroyed.
Okay, interesting. Thanks, Alyssa.